Easy Crasher. Yeah, Arky, that's what we do. Could take this. This is actually a good card. I'm forcing red deck. I think you take that. This is actually a pick where you take the Sludge Monster. But like in the Crasher is better, if that makes sense. But I want to be red. Oh man, we got so punished. This is a good card in the Crasher's deck though. Should probably still take it. Cause like this we can get this later, like we're not passing, but this would be really good by the way. We can take it and then acknowledge like what's going on. And now like, these are not that great in the spells deck, but we could like just do other stuff, honestly. I mean this is still alright. Like a one-off if you get Seize the Storm deck. But this has a higher upside. But we could take like Carriage still. But Carriage is just like unplayable in red-blue, that's the thing. Obviously this and we move into blue-white. I mean Hoarder you often doesn't make the cut, that's the thing. Like maybe the higher upside is just take this and go spells or this. I don't know. I guess in blue-black this is better. I mean, we probably move into blue-black. We missed on a Sludge Monster because we forced, but like this is the sacrifice of forcing. Unless we want Geist Wave and still make a Crasher deck. But like this is such a higher like difference. I think we wanna like at least leave ourselves open. Well, I don't mind passing. Like this is the sacrifice of forcing. Like in like 80% of the time you get the nutty deck, but then sometimes it doesn't happen and you miss on a pick, but that's not that big of a deal. But Crasher is just too important for the deck. It doesn't work without a Crasher. You could always take like Silver Bolt. I think I'm still taking the Geist Wave because blue is just feels open. Okay, Straggler is not that great in red-blue, but there's nothing else here. And who says we're red-blue? Okay. At least we know we're blue. Like, obviously sucks we don't have a Sludge Monster. But, again, sacrifices of forcing. Okay, although we're still getting there. Probably like Hoarder like will not make the cut since we have other better force. Unless we get Seize the Storm, then we play it. But we will see. I guess I can leave it in for now. This is still pretty good, especially if we get Seize the Storm. Otherwise, like Neonate Rush is better if we are just like an aggressive deck. I'm gonna take this still. We can be like a more grinded spells deck. And then like maybe flip the switch because we have Wranglers. Could maybe make the cut. Like we have like zombies already here. So maybe we're a different deck. Black is not open. Red and blue are obviously completely open. Okay, Consider is great. I like Evolving Wilds as well, but I'll take Consider here. Now we really need that Seize the Storm. Then like Hoarder becomes really good and this becomes really good. But it is an uncommon, so it's not that easy to get it. And we haven't passed a lot of good blue. We only passed the Sludge Monster. But are they gonna like force? if they don't see any other blue, that's another thing. Also, mono blue is a thing. At this point, I think I want to take the Sifters to leave myself open, even though like this probably does make the cut in the blue-red deck. And one Vandal could be a decent one. But I want to cut blue at this point. And like there's still a chance we end up in blue-white. And then 2 Sifters get really better. This is sometimes really good in a Seize the Storm deck. But I think this is a sign that like white might get there. This foresees the Storm for sure. These two are not good cards. I mean, the flyer is alright sometimes. Bag Betrayal. We go aggressive. This pack is garbage. But there's no real reason. There's a reason to go into green, but green was not open. Like, I mean, this is a good, like these two are really good cards if we go blue, green. We're still forcing red, yeah. I don't like I like Gale Drifter if we go white. Their black was just not open. I don't think we take a black card here. It's either a green card, but green was also not open. I think we're wheeling that. In case we end up in blue, probably this. Don't mind that, I don't mind burn. What's with these packs? Like they just have like all black cards in them. But like, according to like pack 1, like we cannot move into black, right? We just haven't seen any black cards. Or am I wrong? And no white cards here. And white was decently open, but again, people might move into it. I think this has a higher. I'm gonna take the burn. I was never impressed by that, but it's pretty good with like the plan that we have. So maybe it's still take it. I'm gonna take the burn. I think this the bird can wheel. All right. Just Steelix makes some sense in this deck, although it's just not a good card in overall. Because it's so fragile, like it's you spend so much mana and then you have to untap with it. It's and even 4 toughness doesn't block that well. But now we take that. But yeah, I would play it in this deck, I think, because we have so many like expensive spells. Alright, Startle is excellent. Now we really need that Seize the Storm. Black is still coming. Okay, so that's a good sign. Red is just open. I don't think Gale Drifter makes the cut. I don't think these make the cut, but everything else is fine. Also, like Castaway is pretty bad in this deck now, unless we get Seize the Storm. Reality over this, over that. This is close between Evolving Wilds or Arcane Infusion. I don't think this card like makes a lot of sense if you don't get. I mean it's fine, but it's just like you're spending 2 mana basically to do nothing, and it still whiffs sometimes. We're gonna take it. I'm not sure, like This card, like, wilds are not that needed, but they are still like good. Obviously, this is another 4. I think this is better than Hoarder if we don't get Seize the Storm. So we really hope we get a Seize the Storm, basically. And Skrillex Wheels, that would also be sick. Skrillex was pick 2, I think, or pick 3. Oh wow, Florian. Oh, we cannot splash it here. Florian pick. Florian on the wheel. Okay, these packs are just so crowded with black that something is obviously wheeling. Okay, that's a good wheel. And then next pack is Skrillex? Or is this pack Skrillex? Okay, this was the Skrillex pack. We have a Revelation already, so we don't need a third one. I really kind of want to get Cease in this deck. Oh man, I'm taking this now. I mean, we could have 2 Sludge Monsters in a mono blue deck. This could potentially be a mono blue deck if we just stick to blue. But like, I was biased towards red, even though red seems like decently open. This is a different deck now. We're like way more grindy. And now this actually makes sense, right? We're almost mono blue, splashing some removal. Alchemist for sure. I think we still like read the signals quite. Like, I mean, red is open obviously, but like then again, black was just deep pack too. But I think we should have been mono blue, which is really hard to get that read here. But if we took the Sludge Monster, it would be way easier. But that could be a spicy. That would be a really spicy deck. I mean, we still have a deck. Like, these are still fine cards on their own. I actually like Lock the Cemetery. I like Crash like this, but this deck doesn't need 3 Crashers. Look have a lot of spells. Are we in a market for another Vitality? I'll take the Crasher. Stinger over that? How do we even build this deck? I'm gonna still take Stinger because it has the upside. While this Cemetery probably doesn't make the cut since we have other removal. Neonite Rush. We have 3 Crashers, so consider better than the third Revenge, or we just go Revenge route. Revenges are really good though. But we have so many 4s. I'm gonna take a consider here. Race or Stinger? I think Race. Evolving Wilds or Crasher. It's still a good Crasher. Like we can probably get away with playing 4. Like, I don't know. Don't really need Evolving Wilds. Okay. Man, this deck with the Seas. Would even double Sludge Monster be better than like just having a random spell in this deck? Because we could have, like, we would have double Sludge Monster. I mean, then we would be mono blue, I think. Like, just ignore the red. Okay, we need to build this. It's like gonna be hard to build. I think we still want to be a Crasher aggressive deck with some top end. Because the plan is just so good with 4 Crashers. And we have like Race and double Vitality. And we have the Stinger even. So let's start from scratch, I think. Double Consider for sure. And we have these cheap spells. So that's the core. And then we decide if we go like 1-drop route. I think we still play the Effigy. And then probably this is still too good to not play. 2 of these. I don't know how many burns. I really like the Foragers, but I think Foragers are still better than Hoarder here. Reason is we have this. We don't have that many red spells though. But they're just better statted than the Hoarder. So at least one of these. And probably Sludge Monster. Probably. Because we cannot go that all in on spells, I think, to just like completely drop the 5 drops. Like these are just gonna be like 2 mana 3/3s a lot of time, but that's fine. We probably still play, yeah, we play the Vitalities. And this can be 16 lander with Considers. I think it's still a deck for a Stinger. And then probably Neonate Rush. And then like Geist Wave for sure. This is just a cheap bounce spell. Probably even second one of that. And I like Foragers. I like that as well. Nine creatures. Probably one more creature and all spells. How good is Wrangler? Wrangler's pretty bad here, right? I mean, it's not too bad because we have like 2 Revenges, but we just won't have enough creatures. You can Damney, for sure. Oh, we have Startle. I forgot about the Startle. That's another zombie, so now like... we need only 1 or 2 cards. 2 cards probably. I like Bag Betrayal, but we're like more of the... I have so much other stuff. But Bag Betrayal with 4 Crashers is pretty nuts. Actually, we need another creature, I think. I think we need another body. Well, this can be really good. It can also like just sit and play as a 1/3. But having a flyer later is pretty decent. But maybe that just Vandal with the tricks is better. Like, I could see playing this and then having another way to discard it. It's not too bad. I can see playing a Hoarder. But then we have so many 4s. But then if we play a Hoarder, we probably want to play it like this. But I really like this card as well. So... what can we cut? If we can cut anything. This is 13 spells, that's like reasonable, I think. With Crashers. Not insane. I think we play it like that. Now we have this to loot away and this can get value with the Castaway. We could ditch Castaway for Vandal. That would be like another. This really doesn't hit for a lot of damage. And it's so easy to block it with like a 2/2 or something. But yeah, when discarding it, we also have Hoarders to discard it. I think we run this deck like that. Also consider can mill that. Man, this... Wait, not this. This Castaway has actually a lot of ways to get into the yard. So maybe that's the build. Our mana will be awkward since it needs to be an 8-8 split, but what can we do? I also would love Betrayal here, but I don't see any cuts. I just don't see it. What's the late game plan is these? Two loots with Crasher. This is so close, but I'm gonna keep it. It might be a mole, but since we get a Scry here, or Surveil even. Okay. We got a creature here, we have to do it. Bin that. We don't have a double red spell. But even then I would bin that. Okay. Double crash and not draw. And then we time walk them with another 2/2. With this up next turn. So best for them is a kill spell. But if they wait, we have this. Actually, I have probably a kill spell here. But this is so sketchy. To wait there. This has to be freaking wrong. Like, we could have like Vitality and just like completely blow them out. And even that is not bad, by the way. That's pretty good. Since we draw a card, this hits for 3 and we actually deal more damage this way. But that was a really sussy play. This is just better, like we literally kill that, get a 2/2. And then have like still 2 kill spells, 4 damage in hand. And this is the 2 damage that we actually are missing from this. Yep. Guess it wouldn't matter. This would be more mana efficient last turn, but we just win here. Kinda wanna consider after Crash. This card is, by the way, like so annoying against our deck. Like we just lost almost every time they had this card. Wait, they kept a 1-lander just because they had a 1-drop. Okay, I like our odds here. I don't have this court open right now. You could just do Imgur or something, like some... Or you could message me on Discord. I'm gonna open Discord after this game. So this is like 10 damage, which probably wanna go this. Also bounce that. Probably wanna go consider here. But then what? I mean, all our 2-drops are... Let's just go consider pre-com, but I don't think it matters. They might jump here, but fine with that. Wanna bin that. We just need lines. Okay, that's a good draw. We can actually dodge the +3/+3 trick. If we attack, this is actually 7 damage, then we have that, but unlikely they're gonna kill this. It actually makes some sense, since we can these two next turn. I think it makes sense actually, since we have so many tricks and a bounce spell, and their mana screwed. This is a lot of damage. And we have these on 5, so if we get 2 lands in a row, we have like 3 turns covered, kinda. It is counterintuitive to use a trick without them blocking, but this was a 1 mana, 5 damage, 4 damage, sorry. Sure. We still can swing both. And just play another Crasher, I guess. If they tap something down, they use their turn. This was a really sketchy 1-lander keep. Was it even on the play? I think they were on the draw. Obviously now race makes more sense, but we didn't have a Crasher back then. Last turn. Sure. I'll play this first. We're also not drawing lands. I guess you can swing these two. You can maybe swing all 3. Because if they put a body here, we would just use Vitality, and that's not that bad of a play. Otherwise, I'll just play that if they... I mean, these two are for sure dealing 2 damage. That play is also just bounce that. It's worse than I think this. Even good. Over Alchemist. I think we just swing these two. They don't have good blocks, that's the thing. And then we have this and then 2 spells. I think they would present this here because we lose a turn, that's their out. Oh, you can paste it in seal deck tech. Just paste it in seal deck tech if it's a deck share. How are we so unlucky with these draws? Just paste it in the seal deck tech and publish, and you can just link the site. They'll tap something down, so let them do that first. Interesting. This might be better than this at this point, right? Now this might be better. I'll do this, because otherwise they just stab. This is better, even if they gain a life, like... Wait, we had a kill though. Oh, never mind, I messed this up. I'm stupid. Actually, I didn't count this. Shit. I thought we got into 1. But I think we're still fine. Honestly. This was a kill, this was a punt. I didn't count the untap. Because this was 9. Sure. Got him. We just cannot keep that. I mean, we could potentially because we have 2 spells in Crasher, but then we need double island, so this is like a dead card. On the draw, it's like actually pretty reasonable, but I'm gonna still mull. That's better. Could even bin that, I think. Because we have 2 draws here, and we need an island anyhow. So now it's probably we go Crasher first still. Using this as a shock is not bad. Would be reasonable, I think, but if you're mulliganing, you kind of want cards like that. Because they could be like just a kill spell for the crash, and then our whole hand does nothing. I think burn would be the most reasonable one, honestly. So we can swing, and if they block, we probably just go for that play. Or we could just crash her, I guess, and sit for a turn. But they have to react first. Okay. I'm gonna use both next turn. We still get a land. Like, obviously, having that would be fine, but I think like the plus pumps will matter, especially when they have a no-4. Okay. So technically, can hit a land and then have a kill spell for that, and they just don't have any good blocks. Other players just get them with these. I think we just go for the land here, since we want the land anyhow. Okay. Don't mind that. But I'd rather have a land, obviously. Okay. Would be still better to use a rush here, but since we didn't get a land, annoying cards, really annoying cards, and we're not hitting lands. That sucks so bad. Got so many draws. I mean, I binned the land, but like I would want to have the blue one. That was the reason behind ditching that. We still have pretty decent turn here. Depends how they block. And then we have Alchemist, so I don't think we're even in a bad spot. Okay, we're just getting a 2-for-1 each turn. Well, I guess it's not a 2-for-1. It's only pump still. That's fine. It only kills the Rejuvenator. But imagine having another Vitality. Now the other way around looks better, but fine. We want it to be mana efficient. Plus we can play an Alchemist. Sure. Now we can kill. Come on, Arena. Arena, come on. think we actually attack first, because I'd rather kill the mentor at this point. This is not doing that much. It becomes a 3-3 though. If they jump, they jump. We just attack both. I should not burn them first, for sure. They might have a pump, but whatever. There's the land. Huh. That sucks that we lose it, but they have 3 cards. We still have a Crasher. We still have all of these. We still have the Alchemist. And we basically got a 2-for-1 and they got a 1-for-1. So we're still up in that transaction. Annoying because that gains them life, but on the other hand, like, whatever. Sure. That one's a splash. Oh, that's pretty good for them, honestly. They might get back into it, considering everything. But we still have that, and we still have like burn spells. They're also not hitting lunch. So this is actually pretty good because it blocks that. Well, maybe we just want to go this. Let's just leave mana up, I think. And go this end of turn. We can take a hit. We could get a 1-drop, but I guess we didn't play a Stinger already. We could get a 1-drop here. Do they have a kill spell? Alright, I'll look into both decks after this. Sure. Interesting they didn't go for the Deluge, but take these two now. So we wanna do this. If you hit a land, this is better. But you probably wanna hit a land this turn. Let's start with that. And then it's either we just take a Crasher here, because we can Crasher Startle this turn. And Crasher is still decent, it requires a jump block.
Let's go!
I think we take it. Partia! Let's go! And then we have this in their turn. I mean, we don't hit a land drop. We could play this now to hit a land drop, but like killing that for free makes a lot of sense. We're not killing it, really killing it if they pump, but they use a turn and then they lose, right? Since this is 2 damage 4. I can shrink Briar, let them use it before we engage into blockers. Would that make sense? Maybe they don't do it and then they cannot pump anymore. And I think pumping here actually just benefit. I mean, we will use this anyhow. So then they need to react before the attacks. Otherwise we just eat that. And that means like they will have to commit to this, and they probably don't have. They just cannot do it. Yeah. So that was just a smarter play, I would say. Yeah, that was expected, but that's not even a big deal right now, since that deals with that pretty easily. You can do this, have raise up. And I'll just play that. And they will block this. What if we just swing both? Well, I kinda wanna play the Stinger still. You cannot recast this. I mean, this is a free attack. I guess it's not free because they can put ends there. And I guess these, that's sorta free. Not really free. Stinger would mean a burn here, swing all, it's lethal. I'll just swing both. I think that's fine. Because if we deal any damage here, it's alright. And if they block like that, we get a value with the raise. So we eat a creature anyhow, that's the thing. Like, we're up a creature on board. They're just that here. We have perfect info. I need to take a piss. I'm gonna look into the decks in a minute. I'll be back. Let me know how that goes if you finish it in time before I stop streaming. Because I'm interested in vampires decks. I'm kind of down on them, but this one actually looks like one of the better ones. I think we just want to smoothen out our draws. The problem is if we draw like a Crasher next turn. Because the thing is, we maybe want to even discard the Castaway against a blue deck. We have so many. I'm gonna wait with that. We have so many spells too. And now I'm not sure what's correct here. I probably still go this since we're on the play, and even if it gets 1 damage in. But it's an awkward hand. Okay, yeah, then the Castaway is a good play. We're playing against a mirror, and this is a good play against them. I'd rather have a blue source. Probably consider actually at this point. Yeah, I mean, if the deck is open, the deck is open. I usually like going vampires, this mixture of like Crashers and then like Outlaw acts as a burn spell, and you're just like a burn deck with vampire synergy and hungry for what's the hungry for more? What's the card? The 3/1 haster gets kinda really good sometimes. Oh wow, what are we facing? Perfect curve. Attacking is kinda bad, but I don't mind just... Maybe we just run this out, because like this block is so good for us right now. We just run this out and pass. I don't know what we're facing, that's the problem. Since there are 3-color, aggressive Crasher, Mentor deck, I don't know. Spells deck, like Temur Spells deck could be a thing. But would you really splash for a Mentor then? That's a better question. Not having Crashers this game is just like pretty hard. What's even our plan? I don't mind trading the Occultist here. Like we could just kill that. They go Flyer. You could also bounce that first. But then I guess this we could also just kill that attack with Foragers. Is that even that good? Is the disc can steal the game? But we still have revenge. Our attacks are so damn bad though. And they get a 2-2, so technically they have nothing that matches this right now. Healing 4 here. I'm gonna go this. This might backfire because our plan is like not that clear, but they go to 12 here. To 12 to 14. And then potentially like we get one more attack next turn if they tap out. Or can get like a 2 for 1 maybe because these creatures are not big enough to block this alone. Discarding the Ansys value. So Crasher was a good draw. I don't think I mind if they attack, so we swing both. Doesn't make sense. We'll just block with the Mentor. I'll let this go through. Great for these two, I think. Could bounce the Crasher. Since there's nothing really that punishes that. There is like a pump spell. Yeah, let's go for this play. I want to keep the Foragers. Sure. I mean, that's not devastating or anything, it's just annoying. They didn't want to draw a Crasher, but they shuffled. They should have shuffled before, I think. Like, that decision doesn't make any sense, right? Since it's actually, like, they decided to not keep it. So then you don't want to draw it, you don't want to shuffle it, like any other place in the library. We definitely want to kill that one. You can just swing all. Swing these three. We basically swing all. But this would be annoying 3-4. They get this in 2 turns. I think we just trade for the Crasher because this is a lot of damage. Or that's even better. Sure. Oh yeah, I mean that makes sense, but like when you're shuffling, it's pretty random where it goes to, but you know that's on your bottom. So that's the actual like thing that you know. You can just kill the Crasher, but we still swing both. We can play this and that. They're probably gonna like, since they know about forages, they don't want they don't want us to. They will just kill the Crasher. This could backfire though. Like imagine having the drawing into the race. People just don't respect the race. This might still be better. Although 3, they don't get this next turn. Go that one. You can get extra mana on double spell and shit, and this like can get just jump blocked, and at this point like jump blocking is not that great for us. Sure, 5 mana for that, I don't mind. Alright, and now it's basically this. Chill. That card like would be better in our yard retrospectively. Like this card is just awkward in this deck to some degree. So maybe it was better to wait and discard it than having it in play actually. They're still pretty low, but they can get ants next turn. So that kinda sucks. But we get the loot at least. Sludge monster. Okay, so we get one loot. One loot only. But there are some good draws. Like Revenge would be insane. We already used both burns. That's a good draw. Or that. But we get an attack if we bounce now. We could first loot though. See if there's like a better option. Let's see if it's better to loot now. I mean we play around counter spell. We can still get a race and that's like a lot of damage. We can get a creature that we want to play. We can get Stone and Vitality. We can get Land and Revenge maybe. I don't know. No real. I mean, there is some downside. Like, let's say they have something that they can exile this with. I'll just go for that now. Okay, this we can play. Is Raze better here though? Hoarder is alright. It's not like insane or anything, because like this overpowers it. I think we take Raze and Anger. We get this next turn as well. But they will jump, block. No, probably just Hoarder still. I'll just go this and Hoarder. Better. So we don't kill them this turn. This will block there. This will still be a 2-2, so the raise doesn't really help. But Stinger gets us closer to anything basically. I think it's just these two first. We actually can double pump the Stinger. Like what? This is interesting. But they made this a 2-2. But Stinger has an attack here. We double pump, kill the sludge monster. That's a fine turn, and then we cannot cast this though. But then they have that. Might be better just to get a trick. I'm just going this. I don't like the trade for Sludge Monster. They get too far ahead there. I think Vitality, this is close. I think Vitality is better. Can trade for the monster. But we want the Crasher this turn. They will block these two. And that's kinda bad use for a Vitality. We have really good draws here. Obviously now the Yans are annoying, but that's a good draw. Let's go. So if we do it on monster, this is a 4-3. I think we do it here. I know this is more value. Wait, do we win if we do it on the ant? I mean, it doesn't matter if it's this turn. We might just win here, so it's better to do it on the monster anyhow, because it shrinks that. They just don't have good blocks at all. It pumps this one. And now they cannot even top it, because like if they recast this and that's all the only thing they do next turn, we still win. Because like right now there's no good blocks for them. Even killing that gives us a flyer. And there's a chance they just jump the Crasher, and then we have lethal with Vitality, or maybe they're roping. It's tempted to take to keep the monster. I mean, imagine how tempting it was to first pick the monster, but we didn't. Yeah, they're gonna rope. That sucks. I expected more of you, opponent. Expected more from you. But yeah. Ominous Roost deck. Yeah, I've seen Datsy doing insane with Ruminous and with Root. No, with Roost, yeah. Do what in limited Squirp? Oh, rope. Happens from time to time. And constructed is more common because there's just like these people that pray for free and they don't care. Okay, yeah, they just rope. Limited. I was playing Delaware yesterday because I thought this deck was fun. The one that like is number 1 on the ladder right now. Delaware, red to blue Delaware. Basically Dragon's deck, but it runs Delaware. And instead of lands, it runs the spell lands. So we had like 30 spells in the deck. We could technically keep that on the draw. Like this hand is reliant on the blue source, but I want to keep it. It might also go completely wrong. Normally we want to see the interlooper, but not with this hand. Especially in a black-white deck, because usually Crasher just like outraces that cards like that. Okay, that's a good card against us. Plus, yeah, we're maybe like just are losing here. Even if we get a blue source now, like I guess Hoarder blocks this. We need to double spell at one point. Actually go out there. Well, let's attack, I guess, since we're not blocking, and play Hoarder. Although like these two can finish the game quick if they like go too hasty on the attacks. Plus Hoarder trades with the zombie now. I don't mind that if we are blocking, but we probably want to have a land here. And we get that in the yard anyhow. Oh man, that's aggressive. Actually, this card like is good against Crasher sometimes. I think we just block like that. Because we don't want to give them a zombie if they are attacking. And bouncing this makes more sense. Plus killing that is also fine. Bit. Oh wow. That's the nut starts. Like I don't think we would like even beat that with lands. But that's a nut start. We still are not dead next turn. You can go cast away. How blocks are even bad. What if we consider first? But we don't have two spell. We cannot double spell. That's the whole problem with this thingy. 1-3 and bounce, yeah, and probably still have to attack because we can kill them out of nowhere. So we just bounce in our turn. Let them tap out for the zombie. I don't think we have a game if we lose that one. And trade everything away. Can we trade even everything away? Trade. Kill something. I think we go defensive here. They're on 21, even though we have two of these. It's like if we get like we would have to chain like race and vitality, and we have two races, but it would be possible, but like unlikely, I guess. But then we get a flyer too. So I think these are the blocks. And bounce the zombie. Then we have a flyer for that. This is 3 mana. Could bounce the Interlooper. I think I like this. Just because of mana efficiency. Gil, what's up? They can double spell anyhow. What a champ. Technically we still live. Our play is basically this. I guess we can consider first if we get something better, but unlikely. And then take 2. They might just swing all still and get like one of these back, but like, what can we do? I wouldn't mind this, I guess. Even that is pretty bad. But I guess it allows a double spell next turn if we get it. We can technically survive. This is bad in the deck. Like Stinger might be worth it, but probably not. Just take that. Organ Hoarder is a problem because we cannot double spell with burn. We need to deal with T2 stuff unless they mess the attacks up. If they mess the attacks up, it's fine. Interesting. That's only 2 damage, that's pretty good. They have to swing all. Then we block this, I guess. And then if they have nothing. Okay, okay. And Crasher is pretty good here. Probably just this, like Crasher and this up, and they will swing both and we kill one. Other play would be that, but then they just get like random bodies back. We just wanna like completely... We wanna kill this if they're gonna string both. Otherwise we're in a fine spot. We just pass. We could attack technically. Could attack. But like we can still like now we even dodge a kill spell. Pressure is still good. We have options. We could block here and kill the other one, but the other one just get nerfed by the Crasher anyhow. But this way they only are left with a zombie, and then we don't have attacks. I think I like just killing the zombie here, honestly. This can like forever block that. I think it's close. I'm gonna go for this, depends what they have here. It's just giving them the extra body here and they might draw land and this does nothing now since we have the Crasher. Startle is great. Now we go aggro. Could even like just just swing both, consider. Since we have started anyhow. Let's do this first, see what we get. Okay. That's fine. I guess they can sacrifice it. I should have done it in response, but I don't even mind that much. They sack it, they sack it. I should have done it in response. Sure. It's a good draw. So technically you can double spell here, deal 1,000,000 damage. Bounce the Flash Taker. Then we have like 2 blockers for that, or just 1 blocker. We could also pick that, but that's 3. Kill that. Revenge is also fine. Do we just kill them? I think we take this and revenge for next turn. It's just safer. I mean, they have to jump here. This is 11, yeah. This is basically 10 plus, it's 15, yeah. Let's go. We even have lethal, like without, even if they block. Since like this is only 1 toughness. By 4, 11, it's 6 axes. I see sometimes people passing the loot, which has to be wrong. This card just is completely busted in any deck. Haven't watched Walking Dead. Aladdin, what's up? And there are so many good series. I watched Fargo. Fargo was insane. This hand is completely garbage. I mean, it has like it has like this setup potential and potential to draw a creature. So I think we keep it. Although like we're kind of doing nothing till turn 4. I think this is close, because the reason is like the Luch can completely set us up and we win with these 2. So I'll keep it. I think this is one of the rare hands that I would keep without creatures. It has a creature technically, but this is like one of the worst one in our deck anyhow. Considering like what our plan is. Like this is like a good okay. This is like a good what how do you say, like a bailout if everything else fails. Then the sludge monster is great. But otherwise we don't really care too much about it. I'm gonna destroy this. And then we set up, get a creature, whatever. They're not doing much. You can wait with against less. This hand is really awkward. I'm not even sure if we can win. I guess against aggressive deck we might pull it out. I don't know. The thing is, like, we just did nothing for 4 turns. We'll have a better understanding of what we want. Yeah, that's gonna be annoying. We want the burn for sure. But they didn't attack. Oh, cause they have flashing creatures. So we want burn for sure. And this is close. His Crasher is still really good with this hand, like with all the spells. But when will we cast it? Well, this gives us a fly. It might be just Crasher still. Crasher blocks the 2/2 at least. It's easier. It's gonna be easier to double spell maybe or something. But we can maybe try to block this, but we don't have like this up, so we probably attempt this like next turn or something. We can also just go this and shrink that. There's not much that kills the monster. But otherwise we take 6 if they kill that. It's pretty sketchy. But there's no... it has to be arrow exactly. So I think we're pretty safe here. It has to be the uncommon kill spell. I'm gonna go for that. Because this can just steal the game. The upside is insane. Headology! What's up? How was your stream? Have you drafted? Have you played Constructed? What are you up to lately? This lift, so we can technically shrink that. We have to pay 1, but then we have to crash us and potentially just a kill next turn. Who knows? I mean, this is too good to pass on, and we have all the tricks and the pump spells and all. We can also just wait. But why would we wait? So paying 1 is a bit of annoying here, but whatever. Oh boy. Oh boy. We can startle for the starters. Should have ordered them differently. I guess if they have a kill for that, I might... Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to bounce that was the problem. But I guess we let this resolve now. And bounce the Hauler. I should definitely order the down guards first. That was bad. I just haven't paid attention. Because we only have 1 bounce. So this is 4/4. We have to bounce now. I guess we bounce the down guard, but that's bad. Or we just give them the card. We just give them the card, whatever. I'm gonna give them the card. They lose 2 creatures. Otherwise they will lose only 1 creature, so... This is 2, yeah, they still kill that. I need to pay more attention. Maybe publish it on YouTube though. Oh wow. Can we get like extremely lucky? I'll mull this. Our deck is too good to not mull that hand. Now we get a perfect draw. Imagine having 2 considers. A mirror. By the way, this card is not good in red blue. I mean, I just haven't found success with it. I guess you play it as a filler. But you want the crashers. That's the only card you want. Okay, that's a different deck though. They're sitting at 6-0 with it, so maybe I'm missing something. Still swing both, even if we just use Vitality to kill the Collector, I think. Well, we could startle in their turn. Guess we just swing, whatever. They're gonna block. That better than Vitality this turn. I kind of want to cast Foragers. I mean, we have to Vitality, but like next turn, we have Startle plus this plus 2, we keep 2 bodies. I'm pretty sure we win combat with that, unless there's a removal spell, then we don't want that. But I think we keep it actually. And there's a chance we draw a land here. Decline, I guess. Okay, that's a pretty good draw if it's not a land, because we can double spell. Could gamble getting a land here, but that's so much worse, I think. I'm not against like just using raise here, even though the Painter can be annoying. They have 2 cards, so I don't think they kill us from out of nowhere. And like 2 crashers plus tricks are better, so we just wait with the raise. Opponent wants to do the same thing as we're doing. I'm pretty sure we're not blocked. Well, there can be the Foragers, but there's probably a trick. They're not attacking with a Painter though. But like, Vitality is annoying. Foragers are... I'm gonna just take this. I don't think we can block. Foragers are pretty good for them. So it's 2 spells. That's annoying, but I still think this one survives. And then this flips back. Now we just use that first. What if we go all on this? 5. Let's startle first. We draw a card. Looks like Vitality, then we kinda have to... We have to use 2 spells anyhow to flip that. And Vitality still doesn't... It actually surpasses this. But this would be plus 5 damage. I'm just gonna go for it. Looks like Vitality how they attacked, but... I don't know. This is still 1 mana, 2 damage. Okay. That went well. What was the attack up all about then? It's really hard to play around these plays, honestly. We just swing all, play that. I don't think we swing with a zombie here. We just swing with these 2, I think. Even if we don't get the trigger, it doesn't matter that much. It's like we don't want to give them a play next turn. It might be 3 damage, who knows. Okay, then this was weird last turn. This just doesn't make any sense. Last turn doesn't make sense. They probably didn't have one of these. But if they had a slash, they would just get us there. Oh, that's a good draw. Let's go. I think we go for the discard over revenge. We can do this on our turn. Plus, like, any burn is now lethal. Can do revenge in their turn, I guess, but... I like the discard here. Sure. I mean, if they had to have Vitality, but both spells were actually like a blowout there. And they had to have one. Maybe they forgot about the +2/+2 pump. I think that's the case. We just win here. I think they forgot about the +2/+2 pump they had Vitality, because Slash would be like... Slash would be even better. I guess technically, like, the correct play is this, but we win anyhow. Because the 2 damage matters from the zombie next turn. But or this, like, just kills them. I always forget about the damage. But both plays are lethal, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, they actually threw the game away. I think they forgot about the pump or something. I don't know. 7-0. And we passed, like, our first pick was Crasher over Sludge Monster. And I think 2 Sludge Monster wouldn't even make the cut in this deck. Because 5 drops are so awkward.